Hey everybody, Rosematter here. Welcome to part 22 of my Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony Let's Play. We are about to get into the 4th class trial to find out who Mew's killer is. Now, you guys have been waiting for the class trial. I've been waiting for the class trial. Let's just jump right into it. Okay, so time to give my thoughts about who I think the killer is. I only have kind of two people that are coming to my mind. The first almost seems too obvious, Kokichi, because of the fact that him and Mew were supposed to meet up and then she just ends up dead. But that seems a little bit too straightforward for this game. But I can't help but think maybe the fact that it is so straightforward isn't what we're expecting, so maybe it'll turn around and end up being like the most obvious person. My other thought is maybe Mew herself, not on purpose. I can't see Mew as being the type of person to kill herself. But maybe something happens. She was playing around with the virtual world, and maybe something happened, and she ended up accidentally killing herself. The big thing we have to figure out is, did she die in the real world and causing her avatar to die, or is it vice versa? Did her avatar take enough damage in the virtual world that caused her real life body to die as a consequence? That's a big thing we've got to figure out. But so those are my two things, Kokichi and Mew herself. So let's go ahead into the skills section and pick out a skill that might help me out. Oof. I only have 5. Okay. Not a whole heck of a lot I'm going to be able to get with that, but I am assuming that there's only going to be one trial after this one, so the thought is, do I just get one now, or do I hold off and, wait and get something that's a little bit better? Oh, that's right, because I bought the Delusion one, so that basically took all of my points from the last one. Alright, you know what? I'll go with either Attentive Influence or Extraordinary Focus, because it will help with everything. All parts of the trial. So, do I have more trouble? I guess I'll go with Attentive Influence, so we'll just get that one. There we go. Alright, cool. So there we go. That's obviously the only thing I can get, so let's get out of here, and let's go into the class trial.
Then,
oh my god, are you serious?
Begin with a basic explanation.
I'm really sorry, guys. Go figure. As soon as I start recording, we have a fire alarm drill in my building. So I'm just going to, let this play itself out.
A few moments later.
Okay, there we go. Finally stopped. Jeez. Alright. Now, back into the class trial.
Screw it. This is tiresome.
You need more motivation!
I do. I really, really do. Now then, let's start this class trial.
He's like, this is the 3rd game. I'm just getting tired.
Before we start, I just want to ask something since there's not a lot of us left. What happens if the votes result in 2 first places?
Huh? You mean like a tie? It means they're both the blackened. As long as one of them is correct, it's fine.
Daddy, are you sure you should make a decision like that so casually?
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
Thanks. Since that's answered, I can start enjoying this life or death game now.
I really don't think it's Kokichi. I doubt it. Like I said, it just seems too obvious.
What game? How long are you gonna keep saying that?
Just ignore Kokichi. The rest of us need to work together to find the truth. Got it! We can't die here! Oh my! Himiko has become so determined! It's true! People really do change!
But now she's lost what made her so unique.
That's none of your business!
We should focus on the class trial. First, we need to clarify...
Kaito's the culprit!
Okay.
What? Say that to my face.
He did. He did say it to your face.
While we were all still logged in, Kaito logged out alone, right?
Okay, so we gotta figure this whole thing out. And here's the thing. I haven't played Danganronpa in like almost 2 weeks, so I'm a little bit fuzzy on some of the details of the case. I'm actually going to appreciate, you know, them going over things.
You were able to move freely. Doesn't that mean you could have committed the murder?
Don't screw around. There's no way I'm the culprit.
Kaito right. Kaito couldn't have killed Mew.
How long are you gonna keep saying that? Trusted people can still kill, you know. We already saw that a
Oh,
bunch
I
of
wonder if
times.
that's a reference,
many
like
times.
if that's a hint
Since Kaede.
that maybe it's someone that we wouldn't expect. Okay, low blow. The fact that Kaito was the only one logged out is suspicious. But he's not the culprit. He can't be.
Kaito logged out first, by himself. Mew was still logged in, though. That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
Yeah, there's the whole
Kaito
poison thing, huh?
culprit? Impossible!
Of course it's impossible, because I didn't do it. I mean, we found that bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat, didn't we?
The culprit was trying to pin the blame on me.
That's what I was about to
That
say.
diversion was part of your plan, right, Kaito?
Well,
'Cause-
Kaito, any last
Because
words?
Kokichi is the most likely, because him and Mew
What do
were
you
like
mean last
at each
words?
other's throats the most. Alright, first we need to decide if Mew was killed in the real world or the virtual world. Exactly. That's where the problem lies. Okay, so let's look over
Kaito logged out first. by
Monokuma
himself.
file, Kaito's account, small bottle of poison,
Mew was
killing game
still
harmony,
logged
and
in.
hammer. Oh boy, do they usually have 5? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Mew was really, like, leaving a lot of stuff out, which makes me think something was up with her. Bottle of poison from the Ultimate Detective's lab. It was found on Kokichi's seat. The poison is neutralized if it's mixed into anything, but it's still quite dangerous, and even a small amount will kill someone. It causes, hemorrhaging, making its victim's eyes completely bloodshot. We still didn't know about the whole thing about, like... Okay, let's see, maybe the, oh, there, the corpse. But it doesn't say anything about her having bloodshot eyes, right? In the Monokuma file? Oh, her eyes open. And okay. So there we go. So she didn't actually have bloodshot eyes as far as we could tell. So maybe the fact that, yeah, her eyes were not bloodshot. So the poison could have just been put there as like a red herring. So let's see if we can...
That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
Oh, maybe right there?
That's wrong.
Yeah, alright. I may have been a little bit too quick on the draw with that one, but we got it.
Mew wasn't killed by poison, and the warning on the label proves it. Drinking the poison would result in subconjunctival hemorrhaging.
That's the word I was trying to say.
In other words, your eyes would be bloodshot.
Oh, but Mew's body. That's right. Her eyes weren't bloodshot. She wasn't killed by that poison.
But she's like clutching onto her neck, so we gotta figure out
Then what was that
how
poison for?
she died.
Probably a diversion. The culprit wanted us to think Mew died by poison.
Then, what was her real cause of death?
Mew's real cause of death, the only one I can think of. Okay. There's this whole thing too about like the cords being switched. Like maybe that caused some sort of like short circuit in her. I don't know. Oh boy, okay, I gotta speed things up here. Log in, log out, record, loud noise, maybe? Man, there's a lot of stuff for me to I don't think I'm gonna get this in time. I'm gonna have to do it again. Map of the world. There's a toilet paper. Toilet paper killed her. Ovs. The hammer? Maybe? The hammer was found by her body. Yeah, I'm gonna lose time. Shoot. Okay. Okay, if she wasn't poisoned, then what was it? Her body wasn't injured either. Okay.
No.
Okay, so it wasn't the hammer then. Dang it! Okay. Mew's corpse. Some kind of glitch might occur. I mean, a glitch, not necessarily a murder. Log in, log out record. I really want to look into all this stuff because, like I said, I am a little foggy on a lot of the details because it has been a while since I've played. Something crashed into something else. Maybe it's the loud... Although, maybe it's the fact that they're saying the killing game itself, because they're saying it was either, you know, if it wasn't the real world. So I'm going to try that. If not that, I'm going to try the loud noise and see if that works.
This is it!
Okay, cool. Alright, so we are saying that she was killed in the virtual world.
Mew's cause of death was the killing game simulator itself. In the virtual world, if your avatar takes fatal damage, your real body dies of shock. That was made clear in the program's text file.
Mew received fatal damage in the virtual world and died from that shock.
In that case, it's fair to say that the cause of death was actually the simulator.
Gonta has question. Where is this virtual world place? What floor is it
Oh
on?
my god, Gonta.
If you don't understand, then don't say anything.
Oh, he won't be saying much in this trial then.
If Mew was killed in the virtual world, then the next thing we need to figure out is what caused her to incur
Yes.
fatal damage within the virtual world.
So her cause of death in the virtual world is the one that matters.
Oh, it seems like Gonta is confused. So why don't we review things a bit?
Good for Gonta, good for me too. Like, let's...
So we split into 2 groups to find the secret of the outside world.
The ones who searched the mansion were me, Shuichi, Samugi, Gonta, and that NPC Kaito.
Hey, who you calling NPC, you ASS?
And the others who searched the chapel were Keyboy, Maki, Himiko, and the late Mew.
Here's one thing I'm gonna miss about Mew, is her retorts back at people, especially in the class trial, were like, mwah, like A+, and Kaito is trying, but he's not quite getting there. Like Kokichi and Mew going back and forth during the class trial, I am gonna miss that, I admit.
How could someone have given her fatal damage in that situation? That's what we gotta think about. Now, let's all work together.
Aww, little Himiko is all grown up. Too bad your chest hasn't grown up, though.
That was uncalled for. Someday, my chest will grow like crazy.
Let's begin then.
The fatal damage that Mew received in the virtual world. Let's pin that down.
In the virtual world, Mew was fatally injured. So let's focus our efforts on that first.
Whatever did that to Mew was dropped right next to her avatar. It has to be the hammer!
That's
Or
what I
Gonta
was
beat her with his bare
thinking.
hands.
Hey, leave my
Are we
boy
certain that
Gonta
blood
out of
force was
this.
involved?
They did say that her
I think
body...
strangulation is more likely.
Ooh,
It's possible she was pushed from a great height.
ooh, strangulate because she was
Could
holding
she
on.
have drowned?
She was holding on to her. Oh, drowning maybe too. Ooh, because like she was grasping at her throat, so that could be from strain. I mean, I don't know if that quite works. Like if her body would, in the real world, would mimic what was happening to her in the virtual world. But like if she was strangled, her throat, you know, clutching at her throat, drowning, same thing. Like she would be clutching at her throat if she was drowning. Those are all good points. I don't think the hammer, because they did say that there was like, I think like no sign of like blunt force trauma or anything. So I'm gonna guess it's either strangulation or drowning. Okay, if I think about the condition of Miu's body, that should yield a clue. Alright, well, let's
In the
check.
virtual world, Miu was fatally injured. So
Okay.
let's focus our efforts on that
Alright,
first.
let's check the I think that either the Monokuma file or the corpse are going to be... Alright, victim's body was discovered in the computer room on the 4th floor of the school. No injuries can be found on the victim's body. Miu's corpse was found grasping her neck with both hands. She died with her eyes open and an expression of agony on her face. Okay, so yeah, those... Alright, let's try either strangulation
Whoever did that to Mew
or the,
was dropped right
drowning.
next to her avatar. It'd be the hammer!
Or going to beat her with his bare hands.
Are we certain that blunt force was involved?
But the thing is, if it was strangulation,
strangulation is
wouldn't there be, like, handprints on her? We're gonna try that. Oh, shoot.
It's possible she would
Okay.
push from a great
Oh
height.
no, we don't want the pushed one. We want...
Could she have drowned?
Dang it! Man. Okay, well, either way, I would have had to
Miu was fatally injured.
remove the, white noise first.
Mew was dropped right
Man,
next
I
to
wish
her
there was
avatar.
a skill to just completely remove the white noise away
Or going
from
to beat her with his bare hands.
all of this, because it would make it so much
Are we
easier.
certain that blunt force was involved?
Okay, so slow it
I
down
think
here.
strangulation is...
Alright, so we're gonna get rid of that, and... Yes!
I agree.
Hell yeah! Leave it to Maki to,
Miu's
you
body
know,
showed severe trauma
no,
and signs of a struggle.
murder like the best... how someone was most likely murdered, right?
Yeah, she looked like she suffered. Very hard to look at.
Right. And the virtual world is connected to our 5 senses. If her body experienced pain, she must have been in pain in the
Oh,
virtual world as well.
stupid me. I talked about, you know, there being handprints. Obviously, the person in the real world isn't actually strangling her. If it's in the virtual world, she's not going to show that on her actual body, but she still felt that pain in her throat, hence her grasping, you know, at her neck.
Knowing that, I believe Maki is correct.
Okay.
Miu was strangled to death.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, so we have to figure out who would have been able to... Well, once again, wasn't she supposed to meet up with Kokichi, right? It still seems too obvious.
Strangling and poison are the only methods that can make her look like she suffocated. But we already removed the possibility of poison, so it can only be
But
strangulation.
that's the thing. If it was Kokichi, he wouldn't have put the poison on his own seat to make it look like Kokichi did it. So it's got to be somebody else. And it can't be Miu, because Miu wouldn't strangle herself and be able to put the poison there. So damn it, like right off the bat, those are my two people that I guessed. Probably not them. So I got to think of someone else
Also,
now.
when a victim is poisoned, they commonly grab their chest or mouth.
Once again, Maki knows all this firsthand
But Mia
experience.
was holding her throat. It's obvious she was trying to protect her windpipe.
Oh. The assassin master gets really chatty when it comes to corpses.
In that case, her exact cause of death is being strangled in the virtual world.
But is strangulation even possible in the virtual world? If the avatars were equally strong, it would be difficult to strangle a resisting
That's
victim.
true. I forgot about that too. Everybody is the same strength.
Yeah, if she was just as strong as them, no way they could have strangled her.
Then the culprit would need a tool. There are tons of cases where a weaker person would strangle a stronger person with a rope.
Wow. You know a lot about killing, nerd.
But was there even a rope in that world? I don't remember seeing one.
Then they must have used something else as a rope.
Something for a rope. I have an idea of what it might be. I found it during the investigation. Oh, here we go again. Okay. So we were looking for actual objects. Oh my god, is it actually the toilet paper? Well, I guess I did say toilet paper, like the items are unbreakable in that world, so I guess so, maybe. Signboard, hammer. That's the only thing I can think of. Oh my god, someone told me in the comments how to pronounce that, and I have totally forgotten. I apologize. I'm gonna mispronounce it probably a couple more times when it's eventually brought up. Alright, let's try the toilet paper.
This is it.
Oh god, what an embarrassing way to
During
die.
investigation,
Strangulation by
we
toilet
found
paper.
toilet paper outside the mansion.
It almost seems fitting because Mew talked about shit all the time. I feel bad for laughing. What did I say before? I said it was gonna, like, someone used it if they were at the top of the roof and they weren't able to get out through the door. They used it maybe to climb down. I never would have thought
I'm
used to
guessing that
strangle
the toilet
someone.
paper was used to strangle her.
Gonta, no can ignore that!
Whoa, okay. Okay. Gonta's not who I was expecting to...
What you mean, Shuichi?
Huh? What's wrong?
What, wrong? Shuichi goofing off! Not gentlemanly at all!
Okay.
There's no time for nonsense!
Oh, boy.
No one use toilet paper
Bad, 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 bad.
in place of rope!
Oh, he's saying it's not going to be strong enough?
Would tear too
Dang it.
easy! Even Gonta know that, and Gonta not smart!
Okay, there's something off about Gonta's statement. I should be careful. Oh, okay, shoot. So that's... Alright, so I have to say why... Okay.
There's no time for nonsense!
Okay, I'm guessing it's the killing game simulator because it has all the rules. There we go. Objects can't break. You know what? I might as well read all this anyway because this will be helpful information. Avatars cannot be injured. Their body's 5 senses. We already know this. Virtual world is the same as the real world down to the laws of physics. There are no special travel methods such as vehicles or warps. Okay, so I'm guessing it's going to be the killing simulator. Oh shit! No.
Use toilet paper in place of rope. Would tear too easy.
Okay.
I'll cut through your words.
Oh, that was a very quick one. Okay.
The toilet paper wouldn't tear. Because in a virtual world, objects are unbreakable.
Breakable?
You're so dumb, Gonta. You didn't even know that?
If objects can't break in that world, then toilet paper shouldn't be able to tear. And since it couldn't tear, it could be used as a rope.
Gonta not really understand, but... Sorry, Shuichi. Gonta was wrong.
It's okay, Gonta.
Well, at least
Don't
he
worry
admits
about
it. He doesn't fight it like the other people when I prove them wrong.
Killed by toilet paper.
That's exactly what I
It
said.
A fitting end for her.
Yes.
A fitting end?
Oh my god,
do
is
not
she gonna
fully
say like I
understand that
said about
logic.
how she talked about shit all the time?
But if Mew was killed near the chapel,
Oh, okay.
why
I guess
was
it's
the
just
murder
implied.
weapon by the mansion?
Maybe the culprit tried to get rid of it to destroy the evidence.
If the culprit meant to get rid of the evidence, they did a poor job of it. There was a much better place where they could have destroyed it.
If toilet paper was the murder weapon, then what's the deal with the hammer next to her?
Perhaps the culprit prepared a backup weapon, just in case.
No, the culprit didn't bring the hammer.
No? But who else but the culprit would bring a hammer?
Wait, we already know who brought the hammer. Oh yeah, it was Mew herself. Yeah.
That's it! Mew was the one who brought the hammer.
Mew bring hammer?
Remember what she told us?
I rewrote the program to delete all dangerous objects that could be used as weapons.
Yeah, she did say she deleted any dangerous objects.
If that were true, she wouldn't have missed something like a hammer.
So I'm wondering though, like, okay, so this kind of brings it back to the whole thing that Kokichi could be the murderer, even though I said before I don't think that's possible, like, not possible, but likely. So if she had the hammer, like, I'm wondering if because she was going to meet Kokichi, maybe she was planning on killing him, and then he acted in self-defense and killed her. and he's just gonna play it up as self-defense. I don't think that's the case, because I feel like that's way too, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like, we're too early into this, I think, for it to be that simple. Oh! I just noticed Mew has 3 X's over her. I wonder what the reason for that is. I feel dumb. It might be something super obvious. If you guys could tell me, like, unless it spoils something, why she's got 3 X's over her, please let me know in the comments. It'd be great.
Meaning that Mew must have left it on purpose.
And then there was... it could be that she was using as a potential murder weapon. But then there was that... once again, I apologize. I'm going to pronounce this wrong. The Latisse... I'm so sorry. I'm saying this wrong. I know I am. Maybe she was building something. Maybe it wasn't going to be used as a murder weapon.
On purpose?
Because that was next to her, too. There was that thing, and then there was the hammer as well.
But why she do that?
Mew brought the hammer for sure, but what did she need it for? We need to make that clear.
Let's assume that Mew brought the hammer. What was she planning to do with it?
Oh my god, look! Okay, so maybe...
use it to break down a wall?
So maybe I was right about it. So she was gonna use it to try and kill Kokichi.
Don't know. Mew gonna build stuff with hammer.
Map of mansion.
Probably just brought it for self-defense.
Or she secretly met up with someone.
Aha, there we go.
And
Okay.
tried to kill them with it.
Kokichi would know, wouldn't he?
You idiot! She was the victim!
What was Mew planning to do with the hammer? That's still unclear. I need to think back to what she was doing, what her plan was. This
Let's
all
assume
seems...
that Mew brought the hammer.
This seems so straightforward, though.
What was she planning to do with it?
I'm just gonna look it over. I'm like 95% sure that's it, but... While everyone was gathered at the chapel, Mew told Kokichi to meet her on the rooftop of the mansion. However, when everyone was deciding how to split up to search for the secret of the outside world, Mew volunteered to search the chapel. That's true. Why would she do that? I mean, she could technically teleport around the world because she made herself an object, right? So she's able to kind of... So maybe she did that to kind of throw off even more. She'd be like, well, I couldn't have done a meeting. Oh, okay. Alright, I think I'm starting to figure it out. So maybe her idea was, so only Kokichi and her knew about the plan for the meeting. She volunteered to be at the chapel so it wouldn't look so likely, you know, if the two of them were both the same search party. But because she's able to teleport around, it'd be easier for her to, like, meet up at the rooftop. But if she did actually succeed in killing Kokichi like she probably planned to do, she could use that as, like, an alibi, being like, no, I was at the chapel, so there's no way I would have been able to meet up with Kokichi. And if Kokichi's dead, he has no way of telling people about the meeting. Okay, Mew, you little sneaky bitch. I got you, girl. I got what you were trying to do. Okay.
Maybe use it to break down a wall?
I mean, she's a smart girl, so...
Use it for hammer.
Pretty clever. It didn't work out for her,
Probably
but...
just brought it for
self-defense.
Or she secretly met up with
Oh, shoot, more...
and tried to
dang it.
kill them with it.
Okay, I've gotta get through that again.
Let's assume that Mew brought the hammer. What was she planning to do with it? Maybe use it to break down a wall? Uses for a hammer. Don't know. Mew gonna build stuff with hammer.
She probably
Just brought it for self-defense. Or she secretly met up with someone.
Oh, get rid of that. There we go.
I agree.
So we're gonna get into this meeting now.
Mew was gonna meet up with someone in the virtual world.
Now here's the thing, did they actually meet up or not? Did she get killed before the meeting?
With me. I was supposed to meet up with Mew on the roof of the mansion.
What? Is that true?
I overheard them talking about it at the chapel.
By the way, Mew asked to meet up with me before we went into the virtual world.
Oh, before, okay.
I totally forgot where we were supposed to meet, so good thing Keyboy spied on us.
Wait, so Mew called Kokichi out?
I don't quite believe that he forgot where they were supposed to meet.
If Mew brought the hammer, I wonder what she was planning to do with it.
Kokichi's already figured it out. She was planning to... Confess her love for Kokichi.
That's it.
Wouldn't that be the twister-rooney?
She was trying to kill Kokichi.
She wanted to build something with him, you know, as an act of friendship.
She was what?
And Kokichi's so, like, blasé about it. He's like, oh yeah, she was trying to kill me, no biggie.
Yep, she plotted to meet up with me and then kill me with the hammer. If you want to prove this, you'll need to figure out Miu's plan, okay?
Miu's plan, huh? I'm sure if I analyze the clues we found, I can figure something out. Alright, let's do it. I wonder if I've already kind of got it with, like, what I said before. Like, she made herself an object so she could teleport around the world. Alright. Oh god, I've forgotten how to... Hold on. Okay, I have forgotten how to do this. Accelerate. There we go, that'll help. Derp. This is gonna be a very slow game if I couldn't figure out the acceleration. Okay, well, I mean, I think this is a pretty easy question. Who tried to kill Kokichi? I wonder. Okay, so far this trial hasn't been very tough at all. So I wonder if it's just gonna get harder, or if this is just a really easy trial. I wouldn't put past Kibo. Kibo would have a lot of reasons to try and kill Kokichi with how much he's been harassing him. So now we've got 3 potential choices. This is gonna be interesting, but if they're anything as easy as, you know, the past question, I don't think I'm gonna be having too much issue with it. Yeah. Ooh, getting a little harder now. More cars on the road. Alright, where was Miu trying to kill Kokichi? On the rooftop? Oh, okay, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, virtual world. Virtual world. Woo. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, why was a bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat? Wait, could Miu have... No, Miu couldn't have planted the bottle. Could she? Oh, maybe. Was she the last one to sign in? Oh. To divert attention. Oh my god. Okay, wait. The more I think about it, the less sense that makes. Why was a bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat? So are they implying she's the one who put that there? Okay, I've got to look over the log in and log out thing, because I mean, I guess if she was the last one to log in...
She wanted it to appear as if Kokichi was killed in the real world.
Oh, okay, so she planted it.
She placed the poison on my seat
that's
to make
right,
us think the murder happened in the real world.
She was the last one to sign in, that's right. Oh, you sneaky, sneaky girl.
She did that too?
What? Miu was the one who put that poison bottle there? No, that ain't right. Something's definitely weird about that.
Oh, okay. So now Kaito's saying it's gotta be someone else. Oh, I guess maybe I was wrong. Okay.
When could Miu have put the poison there?
Oh, the login,
If
log
she
out
did
record.
place the poison without us noticing.
Okay, let's
then
check
she
that
must
out.
have logged out.
Okay, let's check this in. Alright, with the exception of Mew, who died before she could log out, everyone only logged in and out once. The timestamps for the login and logouts are as following. Yeah, there we go. So Mew was the last one to log in. So she would have placed it... But wouldn't have Kokichi have noticed? Because he was sitting there. Okay, so either she placed it there, like, she quickly... While everybody else was logging in, she, I guess, got out of her seat and put the bottle there and then signed in, but... Or, whoever actually put the bottle there, if Mew isn't the one who did it, maybe they quickly placed the bottle there, after everyone had already signed out and was distracted by Mew's body. Okay, so this is something we gotta figure out. Okay, so we've already gone over the poison. I'm guessing the login logout record is gonna have something to do with it, but let's check out the other
At some
ones.
point.
Kokichi in the salon.
And then what? She logged back
Killing game
in?
simulator. Wall added by
Kokichi,
Mew.
weren't you in the salon around that time?
Okay, yeah. Kokichi agreed to meet up with Mew on the rooftop, but because the door to the rooftop was locked, he couldn't. Because of that, he returned to the salon and decided to search there. There are no witnesses who can confirm whether or not Kokichi was actually in the salon.
Did you see her log in or log out at all?
Nope, I didn't see that at all.
If she hadn't logged in or out, then you couldn't have placed the poison.
Then who put poison bottle?
The only person who logged out early was Kaito.
Kaito, your grave just got 10 feet deeper.
I still don't think Kaito did it.
No, it wasn't me, guys.
Alright, this one's a little bit trickier, so let me just go through it again. If the poison is planted evidence, the question is when it was planted. If we determine the when, we might also determine the who.
When could Mew have put the poison there?
If she did place the poison without us noticing, then she must have logged out at some point.
Okay, so she didn't do that, we know that.
And then what? She logged back in? Kokichi, weren't you in the salon around that time? Did you see her log in or log out at all?
Nope, I didn't see that at all.
Okay.
If she hadn't logged in or out, then you couldn't have placed the poison.
Okay, I'm guessing...
Then who put poison bottle?
Alright, I'm guessing I've got to use the fact that she was the last one to log in. She must have placed it
No, it wasn't
before
me,
she
guys.
logged in. Because she never logged out.
When could Mew have put the poison
So let's
there?
try that. So that's towards the end.
And what?
I mean, she could have maybe affected that somehow, but I doubt
Did you
it.
see her log out at all?
Okay, so
If
it
she
was
hadn't or
Kaito
out,
who said it.
Then you couldn't have placed the poison. That's wrong.
Alright.
It was Mew who planted the poison on Kokichi's chair.
Man, okay, so she did do it. Alright.
She had plenty of time to do it. Here, take a look at this.
Is this a record of who went in and out of the virtual world?
That's right. It says that Mew was the last of us to log in.
Yeah, what about it?
If she logged in last, she would have had time to move around in the real world.
Although,
after the previous
it looked
person
like there was
logged in.
only a 2-second difference between when Kokichi logged in and when she logged in. Would that be enough time?
Right. She could have placed poison bottle on Kokichi's seat.
This was all part of Mew's plan. She tried to kill me in the virtual world, make us think it happened in the real world, then pin the crime on Kaito.
Well, that's not my fault.
Oh. Oh my god. I didn't even think about that, too. That's right. That's right, because she could have manually logged him out. Oh, why did she pick Kaito, though? I guess because Kaito and Kokichi were... I mean, not many people like Kokichi, but... Like, Kaito and Kokichi have definitely been at each other's throats. I would say the most. Oh my gosh, Mew.
Which is why she manually logged you out.
Oh my gosh,
just
yes.
for that purpose.
Okay, Mew went from, like, me kind of having respect for her to, like, she tried to pin it on my boy Kaito, and now I'm just like, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. You try to take out Kokichi. Cool. Trying to frame Kaito. Not cool.
So she did that to me?
Yes.
I mean, I understand why. I wouldn't have been happy if she had pinned it on anyone, because I do like most of the characters,
Mew
but...
used a method only she could use to log Kaito out manually.
How did Mew log Kaito out? Oh, yes, I know this. It was the cell phone.
This is it! It was the cell phone found by Mew's avatar. That cell phone worked the same way as the phone in the salon. It logs users in and out. I verified this myself when I spoke Kaito's name into it.
So hopefully that means that we can just clear Kaito. Oh my god, though. I'm just like, who could have done it then? Who could have killed her? If not Kokichi?
I see. With that cell phone, she could force anyone to log out at any time.
But Mew never mentioned a cell phone, right?
That's what Shuichi referred to when he mentioned a method only she could use. She kept the cell phone a secret on purpose, so she could use it for the murder.
So, she really was planning a murder.
And she tried to set me up.
Well, I knew that from the start.
Then why did you say I was the culprit?
Because I wanted to get it through your thick skull. People you trust and defend will ultimately betray you. This is a game of suspicion. Well, I think your ideals should stay the same. Because phonies like you are what make the game more interesting.
Whatever, Kokichi. Calling Kaito a phony?
Don't you agree, Monokuma?
Do I? I don't know about that. Huh? Wait, what were we talking about?
I wonder when Daddy's gonna get his motivation back.
Oh, I was quite enjoying them not cutting into this conversation.
Yeah, if Father keeps slacking off, all the work is gonna get forced onto Mommy.
All it does is just completely halts the pacing of the class trial. Like, I was really getting into it, and this basically just, like, stops it. For an attempt at being funny that I don't find funny. I hate these guys.
My head. I feel like I'm about to remember something, but I can't.
I mean, cool of Monotaro, like, he actually helped us out quite a bit in this trial, like, with the investigation, but if you guys could just be quiet, that would be great.
What's wrong, Monotaro? Pull yourself together!
Anywho, it's a blessing in disguise that Mew died and not me.
What you mean?
'Cause she wouldn't have said anything about what really happened in the virtual world. You guys would have had a way harder time finding the culprit, you know. She would have been able to lie about the virtual world settings as much as she wanted. And you'd never know that the murder actually took place in the virtual world.
So that's why she decided to attempt a murder, because she had total control.
Then the reason Mew was so insistent we go into the virtual world was... She was insistent we go there so she could kill us. What a shady person.
I mean, who knows? Maybe this will turn around and it turns out that Mew is actually a great person who didn't do any of this, but everything seems to be lining up. Like, I could totally see Mew doing this because she does, like I said, she could lie about things, and she has the most likely chance of getting away with it.
I was sad that she was gone, but now I don't know what to think.
Who knows? Maybe, I mean, I wouldn't put it past this game to just completely turn it around, and it turns out nothing that they've said so far has been true. And she actually was like an innocent party to this.
Nice! Backstabbed by a trusted friend. See? That's an ideal fun situation! Now we can start a real class trial!
Hey, Kokichi sorta sound like Monokuma.
Really? I don't sound anything like him.
No, you're just like Monokuma. Both of you are cowards. You never speak the truth or show your true face.
Wait, coward? You say some interesting things sometimes, Kaito.
Smiling, putting on a mask, never saying what you really think. That kind of cowardice is just like Monokuma.
Daddy, they're calling you a coward.
Ugh.
Aren't you gonna do something?
Yeah, I just gotta do my signature laugh, right? Hoo 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 hoo. There, I did it.
He's completely lost his drive. Like a one-hit wonder who clings to their former fame.
My head!
Listen up, Kokichi. To hell with this game of suspicion crap. I will never be okay with it. I'm just gonna believe in everyone. Instead of suspecting my friends, I'm gonna find the truth by believing in them.
Well, if you think you can win this game like that, then sure, be my guest.
Of course I can. I don't need your permission.
How long are you guys going to argue? Let's hurry this up and continue.
Thank you, Maki. Voice of reason.
If we don't find the culprit, then we'll all die. You know that?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
If we are going to begin searching for the culprit, let's start with Kokichi's story.
Oh man, I gotta think of a new person to think who's the murderer. And God, I don't wanna... I'm gonna sound robophobic here, but I mean virtual world, robot, maybe it was Kibo. But he seemed to like, he was one of the few people who could tolerate Mew. So, I don't know. I'm just really stumped. I'm like, who else could it be?
Huh? My story?
You were meeting with Mew, but she ended up as the victim.
I mean, it's obviously not Shuichi. And this is just me wanting to believe very strongly because they're my sidekicks. Maki and Kaito. I mean, Himiko, maybe? I don't think she would have a reason, especially with her wanting to, like, live and wanting everyone to live. And then Gonta, he's just a sweetie. And then Kibo. And Kokichi, of course. So, I don't know, maybe either Kibo or Kokichi, I'm gonna say. Plus, there's too many people with K's as their first, like, and it's confusing. So if we could just get rid of someone whose name starts with K, that's not Kaito. I'd be okay with it.
So it's only natural for us to think you're the killer, right?
Here's my answer. I never met up with Mew.
Mm-hmm. You didn't?
Okay. So, like, oh yeah, there was a whole thing about how apparently the door was locked.
I tried to go to the roof to meet up with her, but the door was locked.
But isn't lockpicking your specialty? You should have been able to open it easy.
I couldn't pick locks with my avatar body. I didn't have the tools for it either.
So if Mew was meeting up with Kokichi, why would she lock the door? So maybe someone got to her first, up there. But then her body was found over at the chapel, so... I don't know.
Also, I never went to the roof. Not even for the meeting.
I remember. You and Gonta went off together when we first started looking.
Okay, so we should have Gonta as a source, like
But
a
was
witness.
the door to the roof actually locked? When I was on the roof before logging out, the door wasn't locked.
Okay.
Huh? How should I know?
Then who locked the door to the roof?
I already told you. How should I know?
When I went to the roof, it wasn't locked. So you gotta be lying.
What good would it be if I lied? I don't want to die either, you know.
Lying would do you a lot of good if you're the culprit.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize that.
What kind of response is that? That's suspicious as hell!
Wait, there's no point in arguing about that now. The truth will come out eventually. Before we get to that, we need to discover the truth behind Mew's death.
Truth?
There were mysterious circumstances surrounding her death. We need to make sense of those first.
Okay, good. We're finally getting back on track here.
Wow, Shuichi, you know your way around this game. Yes, keep up the hard work. The fate of our lives rests in your hands.
So, what is this strange circumstance?
Kokichi claims it was Mew who chose the meeting place. But I'm wondering how she got from the chapel to the mansion's roof.
Okay, so we're gonna
I
get
see.
into the
Mew
teleporting
sent the bridge
aspect
connecting
now.
the mansion and chapel into the river herself.
Oh, and yet, okay, that's why she did. I was wondering why she did that. It was to just make it even more like she could use that as an alibi, being like, well, how could I get to the rooftop if the only way across the bridge was gone? When she could have just teleported there. Mew! God, you thought of everything.
If that's the case, then Mew might not have even gone to the roof.
Huh? So she stood me up? It's very rude to break a promise.
It's true. First, we need to determine if Mew was actually there or not. Did she go, or was she never on the roof at all? Well, we know she was on the roof because that thing that I can't say, the latest thingy, that was next to her. So that was up on the roof. So, I mean, I can't say for sure that she's the one who brought that, but...
Mew was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No, Mew should have been at the chapel. If you look at where her avatar fell, it's right next to the chapel.
How would she have gotten to the mansion? There was no bridge over the river.
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
So, her meeting with Kokichi...
She stood me up!
Okay, at first glance, it seems as if it's impossible for Mew to go to the mansion. There has to be some evidence that shows it was possible. Okay, so...
Mew was waiting for me to arrive.
So we've got Samugi's account, loud noise. Okay, when Samugi was searching for the secret of the outside world, in the virtual world's mansion, she saw Mew's avatar through the window. Okay, that's probably likely what it is. When Shuichi and Samugi were in the mansion's kitchen in the virtual world, they heard a loud sound as though something crashed into something else. Shortly after, while they were both in the entrance hall, they heard Kibo's voice, despite the fact he should have been past the map Oh, maybe that does, like, bolster my thing about Kibo. That Kibo could have done it somehow. Maybe he, manipulated the code of the world somehow. Shoot, I can't remember what the other things were. Mew's corpse, Kokichi in the salon, setting on Kokichi's avatar. There we go. No witnesses. So wasn't he supposed to be with Gonta the whole time? So where was Gonta? And then there was setting on Kokichi's avatar. Kokichi's avatar had a special setting. Oh, I forgot about that. If Mew touched him, he would be unable to move. Oh my god, she did it. She basically touches him so that he can't fight back, and then she was going to kill him with the hammer. Man, oh man. Okay, so I'm guessing it's probably Samugi's thing.
I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
So we want to prove.
Mew should have been at the chapel. If you look at where her avatar fell,
So that could be a
it's
thing.
right next to the chapel.
So she should have been at the chapel,
How
and
would
then
she
there
have
was
gotten to the
something
mansion?
that...
There was no bridge.
Something
A
over
bridge
here.
would be the only way to get across.
Only way to get across.
So, her meeting with Kokichi...
Okay, so I'm guessing it's one of those two. It's either, the thing about being at the chapel, or there was no way she could get across.
Mew was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the mansion.
No. Mew should have been at the chapel.
That's wrong!
Alright, cool.
Mew must have gone to the mansion. We have a witness.
Yeah. When I was searching the dining room, I saw Mew pass by the window. Then why didn't you say so sooner? Sorry. I thought I was just mistaken at first. Since there was no way she could have come to the mansion. But I guess I wasn't mistaken after all. That was definitely Mew.
Then, how did she get to the mansion from the chapel?
There must have been some special method only Mew knew, like with that cell phone.
Okay, we're gonna get into this now.
There's no doubt about that. That's why she dropped the bridge. If a murder occurred when it was impossible to cross the river, she wouldn't be implicated. She used a secret method to move from the chapel to the mansion for the murder.
She dropped the bridge to make a huge scene just to let everyone know it's no longer there.
So, what secret method did she use?
It won't be that easy to figure out. It's called a secret method for a reason.
No worries, guys. As long as we leave it to Shuichi, everything will be A-OK.
What? Always
What are you
depending
saying?
on me.
We can't just rely on Shuichi all the time.
Exactly.
This class trial's for all of us. We're here to solve this together.
Thank you, Kaito. Jeez, everyone else is just like, I get it, ultimate detective, but you're relying on me too much.
You would just slow down, Shuichi.
Shut up!
I don't have time to deal with Kokichi. Right now, I need to focus on the case. I'm positive that Mew used some kind of special method to get to the mansion. Okay, I just have to figure out what it was.
A way across it only Mew knew about.
Like a hidden bridge besides that signboard, maybe.
Or instead of bridge, Mew used some kind of vehicle to go over.
No, we know there was no
Or
vehicles.
maybe she teleported with magic. Or she used a warp zone.
Nope, no warps either. We know
Maybe
that.
there's a place you could cross without a bridge.
A hidden route that only Mew could use to get across. I suppose it is possible she used that to change places.
Okay, so we're
Man, you guys are way off.
something that I gotta agree with here.
Or maybe I'm just pulling your legs.
Okay, a secret method only Mew knows. She tampered with the program. It's hard to imagine that has nothing to do with it. I'm sure she changed something. All right, well, let's look at our things.
Mew knew about.
All right, so that's got nothing to do with it. So there was... We've already gone into the login, logout record. Oh, shoot. What was the other one? Oh, yeah, there was a wall added by Mew. Coordinates in the virtual world are represented on an X and Y axis. Mew added a wall along the length of the Y axis. The wall had a special setting that allowed non-human... Oh, that's it. Yes, that's right, because she made it so she was an object. Okay, that's gonna be it. So I just gotta figure out...
Besides that signboard, maybe.
Hidden
Or
bridge,
instead
no.
of bridge, Mew used some kind of vehicle to go over.
Or maybe she teleported with magic.
I mean,
Or she used a warp zone.
I'm agreeing with the teleported
Maybe there's a
part,
place
not
you could cross
not
without
the
a
magic part.
A hidden route that only Mew could use to get across.
Ooh, it could be
I
that one.
suppose it is possible she used that to change places.
Man, you guys are way off. Or maybe I'm just pulling your legs.
Okay, so between the teleporting and what Kibo said, I think it's more likely the Kibo thing.
A way across it.
Signboard, maybe.
Not a hidden bridge.
Vehicle.
Alright, so we'll try the Kibo one. If that's not right, I'm gonna guess it's
Or she used a warp zone.
teleporting, yes, magic, no.
place you could
Cross without a bridge.
A hidden route only Mew
Oh,
could
oh,
use.
oh, ah, eh. Fail, fail, fail.
I suppose it
Shoot.
is possible.
Dang it. Okay.
You guys are way off.
Or maybe I'm just pulling your legs. Besides that
You know, I'm only on,
Or
what,
instead of bridge,
trial 4 of the 3rd game, and I still can't seem to, like, get these things. I always have trouble with them.
A hidden route that only
Okay.
Mew could.
Alright, so got that. Why, oh,
I
oh,
suppose it is
oh my
possible
god,
she
I've gotta
used that
wait.
to change places.
Shoot, I gotta wait for that thing to show up. It gives me, like, no time at all. Okay, I'm doing it too early.
Or instead of bridge, you use some kind of vehicle to go over. Or maybe she teleported with magic.
I'm almost hoping it's Himiko's, because at least it gives me the chance to do it right away.
Cross without a bridge.
A hidden route that only
Okay.
Mew could use.
Alright,
to get
so we're
across.
gonna get this. Slow down, hit it. There, okay.
I agree.
Cool. Jeez.
That's it, Kibo. There was a hidden route only Mew could use.
Was there really?
Mew modified the program to add a special wall to the world. The wall stretches along the y-axis, but we found 2 such walls in the virtual world. It's unclear whether Mew added the wall by the mansion or the wall near the chapel. We do know that that wall was set so that only objects could pass
Don't be
through.
naive, Shuichi.
Kaito! Rude, first of all.
What is it, Kaito?
Jeez, Mew set up a weird wall like that? That is suspicious, but it's got nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Nothing to do with it.
Huh. You don't even realize your mistake? Are you losing your edge? Oh well, my sidekick's mistakes are my mistakes. I'll make it right. What we gotta figure out is how Mew got from the chapel to the mansion. So why waste time talking about the impossible? It's pointless. We gotta take a whole new approach here.
Now wait just a second. It's not actually impossible at all.
But you just said so, didn't you? That wall Mew set up only lets non-human objects go through it.
Oh.
Humans aren't able to
Oh,
pass
he doesn't.
through.
That's right. He doesn't know.
So
Oh.
Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall.
Okay,
It's
so.
not just an object
Oh,
after
shoot.
all.
Shoot. Okay, that's
Get
what
it? So let's go through this one more time.
Yes, let's go through it one more time, Koki, or not Kokichi, Kaito. I would expect Kaito to, you know, have my back instead he's arguing with me. I understand why though. There's no doubt Mew was able to pass through that wall. I need to give some kind of proof for that. Okay, so
But
I've
you just said so, didn't
I've got to prove to him. Guessing it is Mew's avatar. Yes, there we go. Alright, everything in the Killing Game Simulator is assigned one of 2 categories, human or object. Most avatars are set to human, however Mew's was the only one that was set to object. Alright. Easy peasy.
Mew? That wall Mew set up
So it's not this one I want to
only
do, it's
lets
the other one.
non-human objects go through it. Humans aren't able to pass through. So Mew obviously
I almost
wouldn't
feel
be
kind
able
of
to
bad
go
for
through
doing
that
this. He
wall.
seems so proud of the
He's not just
fact
an object after
that he
all.
got me on this one.
I'll cut through your words.
The wall wasn't the only thing that Mew changed. She also changed her avatar settings from human to object.
From human to object?
Which means
I'm trying
the
to
virtual
remember-
world treated her avatar as an object.
When did we figure that out in the investigation? I can't remember.
She could have passed through a wall that only non-humans could go through.
Is that right?
Don't get ahead of yourself, Kaito. We need to listen to everything Shuichi says. I already told you. The more you try, the more you cause us trouble. It's so totally lame that your own sidekick is dissing you!
Kokichi, enough!
I'm not
I
dissing.
wasn't
I'm just.
arguing with him. I was just explaining.
Yeah.
I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all. It just means even I make mistakes. Don't worry about it, Shuichi.
Thanks, Kaito. Even though I think it bothered you just a little bit.
Okay.
It's pretty funny seeing Kaito try to act all tough like this.
Kokichi, please refrain from making such irrelevant and irrational remarks.
So, if Mew messed with the program and made a wall only she could go through, then her secret route was through that wall? That's it, right? Like using a glitch in a game to walk outside the map. I bet Mew had a hidden passage like that in the back of the chapel.
But even if she could walk through walls, was there really a hidden passage? Because Mew said...
No, you're not trapped here. Beyond that wall is the end of the world. Literally. Past that wall, nothing exists. Everything ends there. Well, the thing is, like, with everything we've learned about Mew, can we really trust anything that she's told us?
She probably lied. There would be no point in going if there was nothing on the other side.
Mew lied.
I wonder what the truth is. There's no way to find out now.
That cum-soaked urinal cake
Whoa.
was totally lying about there being nothing past the wall.
Cum-soaked urinal cake. Well, I mean, even if Mew's not here to hear it, I'm glad that Kokichi at least is still, you know, slinging those insults.
She lived a life of pride, vulgarity, and secrets. Lying would be a piece of cake for her.
Kokichi, you no have to go that far.
Stop it! Don't badmouth Mommy! Listen
No,
to me.
let's just go back to
About
it.
Mommy, like she was a terrible lying whore.
Well, again, like, we had a good rhythm going, we had a good pace going, we were figuring things out, and then...
But Mommy wasn't lying.
Oh.
There was no hidden route in that virtual world.
Okay, well, at least he's given us, like, actual information.
Oh, there wasn't, huh?
Hey! You can't tell them such an important hint!
So there was no... Okay.
Oh, if you say that hint is important, then I guess it must be true.
Oh, shoot!
Ah, jeez. You're lucky you're cute.
Was Kokichi saying all that stuff about Mew to get the Cubs to reveal something? I guess I should thank him, but I have no idea why he does things sometimes.
So now that we know there's no hidden route, why did she manipulate the program? If there's actually nothing past the wall, then that setting was meaningless.
Mew wouldn't have done something meaningless. She would have had a plan.
Yes. Mew definitely wanted to be able to go through that wall for a reason. We aren't sure why yet, but once we solve the mystery of the virtual world...
Mystery of virtual world?
There have been a lot of strange occurrences in the virtual world. If we can determine why, we will also determine what Mew was up to. We'll know why she wanted to pass through the wall.
All right, let's clear up those strange occurrences.
Yeah, Gonta will help, even though Gonta not know what you're talking about.
I mean, I feel bad because, like, more so than any trial, this must be so confusing to Gonta, because it's like he doesn't understand anything about, like, you know, virtual reality or things like that.
Speaking of strange occurrences, I'm just plain worried about that one thing. Remember? That thing that made us notice all the strange occurrences?
The events that led us there. Wait, what? I'm so confused. What strange occurrence happened in the virtual world? Well, I mean, a lot of stuff, but okay, this one I'm just confused about. Okay, so there was something that happened. Oh, events at the chapel? They heard a loud sound as though something hit the chapel from the outside. When they went to investigate, they found Mew's avatar on the ground. Okay, so maybe it was that? Oh. No, I'm talking about when we were both in the mansion in the virtual world.
I was wrong!
Oh, okay. Whoops. Okay, so, well, at least I've narrowed it down there. So it was when we were both in the mansion. Oh! When Shuichi and Tsumugi were in the mansion's kitchen in the virtual world, they heard a loud sound as though something crashed into something else. Shortly after, while they were both in the entrance hall, they heard Kibo's voice despite the fact he should have been past the map loading point.
This is it!
Okay, I was technically right. It was the loud sound. It was just a different
You mean
version
the
of
loud
it.
sound that you and I heard in the kitchen?
What was that sound? It sounded as if something was struck very hard. It came from outside, but...
You all heard that sound too?
Yes, in the mansion's kitchen.
But that sound occurred near the chapel. How did you hear it all the way at the mansion?
First off, sound can't go past the map loading point. Did that sound really come from the chapel?
That sound was something hitting the chapel wall. It was real loud.
And we definitely heard it. We heard Kibo's voice as well.
For now, let's go outside and check. Oh no! What? That was Kibo's voice, right? I think I heard him outside. He sounded close.
You heard my voice too?
Sorry, Kibo. I think I used that before to be like, maybe it was Kibo, but it was just we heard the sound somehow from the chapel over... Okay.
What?
Not to say that
That
he
is pretty
couldn't still be
strange.
the murderer, but...
Exactly. That has to be some kind of clue to the mystery of the virtual world.
Okay, well, let's check the answers later and try to find all the other clues first. There was another mysterious phenomenon in the virtual world, wasn't there?
Kokichi talked like he noticed something. Pretending not to know?
Even Gonta is suspicious of me? I always thought you would be the one to trust me!
Sorry, I'm going to not mean it like that.
There's no need to apologize to him. He's probably just lying again.
What was the other strange occurrence? Did you see it, Shuichi?
Another mysterious phenomenon. Something that shouldn't be possible, like Mew in the mansion or that loud noise. I need to remember everything else that happened in there. Ooh, okay, that's right. Okay. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Okay, what weird phenomenon happened in the virtual world? Okay, so which one of these was the weird one? There was the clock. I don't remember anything about the clock. And then there was the kitchen, and then there was the sign. I'm guessing it's the sign because I don't think this was brought up at all, but there was definitely, like, we did mention the sign. So I just have to clear everything out first. Alright, let's hope this is the one. Yay, sweet, okay.
I see it! The sign that we were using as a bridge was odd to me.
Odd how?
We mentioned it before, but Mew dropped the sign in the river.
Whoops, my hand slipped.
We found it later, but there was something unnatural about it.
Finding the sign was definitely weird. I'm most confused by how the sign got there. I should remember exactly what happened with that sign. Alright, here we go. Oh boy, there's a lot of these psych taxi ones in this one. Oh Jesus, I am like... Wow, okay. Slow down. Okay, at which point was the signboard swept away? Okay, I'm a little confused by what they mean by that. At what point? This one seems like it might be a little bit trickier than the other ones. Alright, which point? Chapel. I think it was the river? Okay, cool. I'm doubting myself more, though, so this one might be a little bit tougher. Oh, okay, they're moving now. Oh, alright. Oh, well, fail. Come on. Ah. No, jeez, I'm terrible. Once you start adding like a smidge of difficulty, I'm just like, oh god. At least this is a short question. Where is the end of the river? Oh. Oh boy. Okay. Where is the end of the river? Shoot, I wish I could, like, refer back to my... Can I refer to my, No, I guess I can. I was hoping I could look at my clues, but... Where's the end? Oh, I think it's mansion side. Oh, no, that's wrong. Oh, okay. Chapel side. I've never gotten a question wrong on this before. Okay, so it was chapel side. Okay. Yeah, this one's definitely tougher. Oh no, oh my god. Oh boy. And we've got more cars added in too. Fantastic. Whoa, 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 whoa. How do I slow? How do I slow? Okay. Just let that pass. There we go. I'm okay for time, I think. So I just gotta just calm and just slow and steady, slow and steady. Oh, geez, don't hit the car, don't hit the car. Okay, where was the signboard from after it was swept away? Or, sorry, where was the signboard found after it was swept? Yeah, it was down over by the mansion side, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, because we found it on our side. Yeah, mansion side, there we are. Okay, so... It should have been on the chapel side because that's where the river ends. Is that what they're implying? Oh, okay, and there's 4 questions. Okay, usually we'd be done by now. Well, at least it's a straightaway, so this isn't too bad. Whoa, oh, cool, okay. Oh, okay. Try and hit those doubles. Oh, geez, car. Oh, that's sneaky. I didn't even see the car. Okay, I gotta be careful. Oh, boy. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, compared to the river's current, which way did the signboard float? Okay, so they're implying that if the river ends at the chapel side and we found it on the mansion side, so it's going like the opposite way of what it should have been. Against the current. Okay, there we go. So, I mean, a little bit tougher, but we got it.
It appeared as though the sign was carried against the river's current. We all saw Mew drop the sign and watched the river carry it downstream. And the river was wide there. The sign should have traveled downriver toward the chapel, correct? It should have hit the wall on the far side of the chapel and stopped there.
Okay, so it phased through to the other side and got stuck on the rocks over on our
That's not
side.
where we found it. We found it near the mansion, nestled in some rocks.
The signboard should have been near the chapel, but we found it on the other side.
Hold up. Didn't you stay on the chapel side? She probably grabbed the signboard from the chapel wall to cross the river. Then left it on the boulders near the mansion so she could get back.
Why would she leave the signboard where it could get swept away and leave her stranded?
Also, this has nothing to do with walking through the wall, right? We're getting off topic. We're so close to the truth. We just have to connect the how and what. All the mysterious things that happened have to connect with each other somehow.
Connect how?
A wall only objects can pass through. Sounds that shouldn't be heard. A signboard going against the river current. How are they all connected?